Hey everybody, Justin Senior here. Welcome to the core course videos for my Just Takes One ClickFunnels for e-commerce course. And this is the first video in section 2. And we're going to really just jump right into the nuts and bolts of things here. This is going to be your first funnel. Okay, this is going to be the funnel that you're going to be starting with. And in fact, this is the funnel that I use for all of my products. And this is going to be a great template for you to get started with. You'll see how I built out the template. We'll go over all the different sections in here right now. But the first thing that you're going to want to do is grab my actual funnel. You get it for free over here at one.justinsenior.com. Okay. If you've already grabbed this funnel, you can go ahead and grab it again. It's basically just going to duplicate it into your account. If you don't have a ClickFunnels account yet, you can go ahead and use this funnel to basically automatically open a 14-day free trial, and you'd be able to automatically have my funnel installed in your account. I'll show you how that's going to look real quick. For a brand new account, if you don't have a store yet, I'll just bring up a new window. Again, if you don't already have a ClickFunnels account, just visit one.justinsenior.com. It's going to bring you off over here into the ClickFunnels share page to give you a little video showing you exactly what's going on. And in fact, these are the pages that are part of my funnel. You see the Just Takes One sales page, step 2, bump up sales, order confirmation, little instructions over here. You can grab that and go over here and just set up your 14-day free trial. If you already have an account, just come over here, click here to log in. You might already be logged in. If you're logged in, when you go to that link, one.justinsenior.com, it's just basically going to automatically start adding it into your account. I'll show you that real quick. I'm just in one of my ClickFunnels accounts in another window. We'll come over here, and if we were to go to that same link, one.justinsenior.com, is going to immediately bring us into the shared funnel section where you see it's processing the funnel that I'm giving you. So basically what's happening is you're installing my funnel onto your ClickFunnels account. Okay, and this is a great funnel. This is a funnel that I've done 6 figures with. I totally recommend using it, and it's incredibly easy to customize. So we're going to let this load in here, and then I'm going to walk you through all the different steps. There are 5 different steps in there. And the cool thing here is that everything is fully controllable on a page-by-page basis. So there aren't templates or anything like that. There's not like just a product layout like it is with Shopify. Everything is individual, and if you want to change things, right, you can just change things literally on an individual basis, literally down to the section. Okay, so I'll show you that over here. You can come over here and read this first if you want. There's just some instruction about what's going on here. Obviously, I'm going to walk you through it right now, so it's going to be a bit redundant. So we're just going to start over here, and you see that there's definitely going to be a learning curve with ClickFunnels, and don't worry, I'm going to talk about the different sections in here in a minute. But it's very, very simple. And actually, in fact, let me step back out to go over here. This is how ClickFunnels is laid out. You have funnels here, okay? Funnels you can think of as storefronts, okay, or destinations, okay? There are multiple pages. They call them steps. You see over here, steps. There are multiple pages or steps inside of a funnel, okay? Every funnel will have at least one step. Okay, a funnel can only be one, it could be a one-step funnel. I mean, it's probably not going to be doing much, right? But a typical funnel on e-commerce can have, 3, 4, 5 steps, depending on how many upsells. Okay, so this is what you see when you log into your account. These are your different funnels. You could see, for example, you'd have different, you could even have different niches separated here into different categories, and then obviously each product will get its own funnel. Okay, and then inside each funnel, well, you'll see it. We'll click inside this funnel. This was the funnel that we literally just a minute ago shared into this. And again, this is the 5-step funnel that you get here. And all the pages are editable, and these are the upsells here, so you could delete them if you just wanted to have a simple 3-page funnel. So let's talk about the pages, okay, and then I'll jump into each one. Sales page, very obvious, right? That's where your product goes, okay? That's where your product goes. You're going to customize that. You're going to be inputting information about your product, whether you get that from AliExpress, Custom Cat, Etsy, wherever you're sourcing your product. You're simply going to enter the info here, and we'll show you that, okay? Step 2, this is going to be your actual checkout page, okay? A huge advantage that ClickFunnels has over Shopify, it's a legitimate one-page checkout, okay? Everything on this page, shipping information, billing information, account information, and of course payment, okay? Right on this page, okay? Then you have bump upsells, okay? We could do bumps in a couple different ways. I like to do it this way, basically presenting an upsell in terms of them buying another of the same item, right? So more quantity, you could offer a discount there. Here's just your traditional upsell, right? A congruent product over here, right? They like this product, they already bought it. Over here, you present them a one-click upsell for something else. And remember, both of these upsells are one click. Because they've already made the purchase, this is the checkout page right here, right? Checkout page is step 2. Okay, you see the benefit here of ClickFunnels, right? It's literally right in front of your face right here. There are only 2 pages necessary to complete the transaction, right? Here's the order confirmation page, but they land on the product page, and then they check out on the second page, and that's it, right? On Shopify, there's 3 pages of checkout, and that's definitely an issue, right? Shopify, I think, will eventually solve this issue with true one-click upsells, but they're not there yet, okay? And then you got your order confirmation page down here, so I'll show you that. But let's just go through in order. I'll show you the sales page first, okay? First of all, you can come over here and click this button on the top right corner. This little arrow, it's going to open up the page in a new window so you can actually see what it looks like. And this is what my funnel looks like, okay? You got a top bar here for some pretty powerful scarcity, okay? Today only, we got a 24-hour countdown clock that automatically resets at midnight every night. But this is a very, very powerful form of scarcity here where we're giving free shipping, okay? Now, you don't want to give free shipping? No problem. You just delete this section, okay? Now, let me be very clear about ClickFunnels. Again, there are some limitations in terms of the operational side of things. There is not a section where you implement shipping rules, okay? There's no shipping lookup table. There's no shipping period, right? It's just a one flat price when they check out. Again, this is ClickFunnels being built for digital products opt-ins originally, and we're applying it for products. So there are some limitations in terms of the back end, right? That's why I often wanted to do free shipping on almost every product, okay? You have to price your shipping into the product. You might as well use the promotion tactic of saying that it's free shipping because there is no checkout line that says $24.99 and then the shipping afterwards, right? It's only gonna be a one priced item per product, so you need to price the shipping in. Okay, for drop shipping, obviously it doesn't matter. For print on demand, you're gonna wanna charge a little bit more. I've been at $24.99 on my print on demand because I need to take into consideration the shipping cost. Okay, so keep that in mind. There is no shipping module inside of ClickFunnels. Okay, so we're using this as a means to kind of drive some nice conversion, and we have to do it anyway. We have to include it in our price. So we're just basically kind of turning lemons into lemonade here and having a nice scarcity setup. Over here we have a logo section. Okay, typically you're going to want to do a general store here, so you're going to have one logo, right? It's not necessarily a general store, but you could have a general logo kind of as the overarching backbone of this funnel, right? It would be you would want it to do something general. Now, if you're doing reverse, right? Let's say you're going from Shopify over into ClickFunnels. Of course, you're going to take your logo. Okay. If you don't have a logo, or if you don't want to use a logo, you could totally just delete this. You could replace this with text. You could do whatever you want on the back end. Okay. And in fact, let me just show you. I'll show you this way. It's going to be easier because you can see both at the same time. So clicking on the yellow edit button actually brings you into the editor. Okay. You see, obviously, this is a preview, and this is the editable sections. And you see everything is editable. If you wanted to change this to some other text, right? How about, right? I mean, you can put whatever you want in. You get to totally control all of the text. It's literally as simple as coming in here and clicking in, and basically double clicking and making an edit. These are all editable sections, okay? So we have this funnel. You have this funnel in your account now. You should go out and find a product. Literally go ahead and add a product into your store. And once you find a product, let's say it's from AliExpress, and of course we'll talk about product research later on in this course, you'd be literally adding it right here. You put your product title, okay? You put your product price. You see, literally everything is editable, right? It's not pulling information like it does from Shopify, right? All the information that you want on this page, you're going to enter it in yourself. Okay, you got your high converting trust icons, okay? You have your green conversion buy it now buttons. This carries on through the page. And the reason why these are doubled up like this, so they're big front and center, it's also going to look really, really nice on mobile. Okay, these pages are designed for mobile first because you're going to see about 85% of your traffic on Facebook ads be mobile. So you see here, I mean, there are some really, really, really significant sections here, powerful sections here that look great on mobile. Everything kind of narrows down into this nice column, very clean, very professional look. And again, you have total control over everything, right? Total control over everything. I'm going to be just making changes in the desktop view, but remember, it's super important about how it looks in the mobile view. I'm just clicking between these buttons on the top here to show different previews, okay? So we'd enter in our price. Okay, we come over here, leave the buy button. You don't need to touch the buy button ever. Trust icons, right? Maybe for some reason you don't want them. I mean, they definitely increase conversion, but if you didn't want them, you can go ahead and just remove them, right? We've got another countdown clock. This corresponds to our free shipping countdown clock. Every night at midnight, this clock will reset automatically. Obviously, you're going to put your product description here. Nice little high conversion thing showing 4.5 out of 5 stars. Yes, this is made up. Yes, it's going to still increase conversion. You don't want it? Come over here and click delete, right? In fact, if you don't want any of these sections, all you need to do is just come and click delete. Right, obviously over here, you're going to come over here, upload your imagery. Right, here's a sample product that I've had in here. Right, you can change the width, right? Maybe you want it to be a little bit bigger. You can change everything right inside of the settings here. Okay. So just let me just step back a little bit further, okay? There are, when we're looking at these different elements, right, we see different color outlines around the element. Over here we see a yellow, an orange outline. That means this is a basically what they call a individual element, okay? Like this right here is a headline element showing text, right? And over here we see a blue element. These are, I believe these are called columns or sections or something like. You see that there are different things up here, but basically there are blue and orange and even green sections, okay? Green is a wide section row. You see how they're going full width, right? Over here you see blue being a little bit more narrowed down. Actually, blue is a column, right? So orange is element, blue is column, right? Green is section, okay? So you could delete anything you want here. You see that each of these different items have a gear icon. They have a duplicate icon if you want to double it up. They have a move icon in terms of rearranging up and down the page. And then, of course, they have a delete or a trash, right? So you could do all these things. When you come in here, double click just to edit any text. But there are also things like font color, font size, right? Those are going to be controlled by your settings. So you click settings, you see this is a very intuitive look and feel for editing things, right? You want to change the color. Right, I have the colors matching in terms of green, so I don't recommend it. But if you wanted to change the color, you just literally come right in here. I'm just going to copy this to save it, and we could change it to red, for example. You see it changes to red, or yellow, or blue. We'll go back to our green conversion. Make sure that we have that there, right? We can change other things. Let's say we wanted to add a margin, right? I'm going to just, you see it literally moving on the fly, right? Very, very easy. Very similar to Shopify. You're never going to need to look at code or do anything technical apart from the Facebook pixel. I'll show you that. But you're never going to need to do anything technical here. This is a big user interface for you just editing all the things on the site, okay? To show you another thing right here, we can duplicate, right? This is the function of duplicating. Here's how you delete, right? And once you, literally, it just reacts to what you do here, okay? You have bullet points you want to come in here, just literally come in here, type them in, right? Let's say you don't want this, maybe you don't want this, no problem. Come over here, you basically hover over it. See the trash icon? Press delete, it goes, everything else aligns nicely right after that, okay? So this is our main section, obviously, over here. When we're looking at mobile, we're going to see above the fold, we have the button. We have 2 buttons, in fact, to be able to purchase, so that's going to be very powerful in terms of that. Keeping scrolling down here, right, this is our basically add-on sections that I've added to increase conversion, okay? This is all about conversion rate optimization. Take a look at what we have here. These are very, very powerful sections here, okay? First of all, right under the main product area, we have trust. Okay, we already have trust icons up here, but we're hammering them over the head with the fact that we have 100% customer satisfaction, refund guarantee, secure checkout. Now, make sure you customize this to match your refund policy. 30 days would be fair, right? You can go in here and just customize all the text, right? You can even change the imagery if you wanted, but feel free to just use this exactly as is. Right now, let's say, for example, you didn't want this section. Okay, well, no problem. Just come over here and just press the delete button, right? Let's say you wanted to move the section down, right? Okay, well, literally, you just press the down button, right? You see it just moves down. You see that there are sections. Here's another section, the product review section, right? We have product reviews over here. How do you grab these? Very, very easy. If you're doing AliExpress, when you go to AliExpress, they actually have feedback from other customers, right? You might as well just borrow it. It's the same product, so it's going to be very relevant, right? You see, I can literally just press up and down. I can move this around to be wherever I want. Okay, so we have our customer satisfaction, our trust area. We have product reviews, right? All of these sections over here, I've added them, right? This is your basic product information. I've added all this extra stuff because this increases conversion. And how do I know? Well, I've done a ton of testing on this, right? These are all things that you would want to add to a high converting page. And with ClickFunnels, it's incredibly easy to build that high converting environment. So we're coming down here, we're adding in our product reviews, right? How do you get images? You could use stock images, or sometimes they even upload imagery onto the AliExpress review. Potential gray area, make your own review, right? Or borrow very similar reviews from other products, right? Adding reviews, not necessary, not required, but definitely increases conversion, right? You don't want this section in here, just press the delete button, okay? Now we have another call to action about the free shipping today. This is great scarcity. We've now hit them over the head with scarcity 3 times, but it's not in a pop-up, it's not in an obtrusive way, right? We have a nice little countdown here, corresponding countdown here, and then a big section right here. Free shipping ends when the timer hits 0. Does it actually? No, it doesn't. I'm just saying it does because that's marketing. Okay, this is going to refresh every 24 hours. Okay, you don't want this section? Delete it. Okay, more product photos. Obviously, you want to add as many product photos as you can, right? Let's say you wanted to add another row of product photos. You come over here. see the blue section? Come right up here and clone it. Right now you have room for 4 images, or 6, or even 8. Right, as many as you want. Okay. Buy button over here. Again, you don't need to touch this. It goes to the next page in the funnel to checkout. Okay, you got our trust icons carried over here for a nice corresponding look. This I added in. This is so powerful, right? I mean, the ability to talk directly to a customer is incredibly powerful here, and we know exactly who's landing on this page, right? In this case, obviously, this is a cat product, right? The only people that are landing on this page are people that love cats. So this is perfect for you if you love cats, if you love dressing your cat up for Halloween, if you love taking funny photos of your cats, if you love posting your cat on Facebook. Put in super specific things here, right? Remember that everything is customizable on a per page basis. So this isn't going to carry over for all of your other funnels. So if you have a dog product, you put dog related things here. If you have a tennis product, you put tennis related products here. I'm sorry, tennis related text here, right? About why it's perfect for the customer. Okay. Again, you don't want this section, delete it. Okay. Happy customers enjoying our product, otherwise known as user generated content. I don't know who this girl is. I went to AliExpress, I typed in a random product, and inside of the customer reviews, she uploaded images of her using the product. That's great. If this was the product I was using, then I would definitely want to have photos of people using the product. And it's great because we don't even need to have this done with our own customers, right? We could literally just go on AliExpress and find them doing that. Now, what if you're doing print on demand? Well, that's where you use mockups, right? You use mockups. Again, this is marketing, right? We're going to be showing quote unquote happy customers enjoying our product. It might be a mockup, it might be a real photo. Either way, it's going to increase conversion. Okay. And down here, you're going to want to link to your static pages, whether you have them on Shopify. You can link directly to your Shopify site, or you could link them to static pages on ClickFunnels, and I'll show you how to set that up later on. Okay. But this is your product page. This is going to be where you're sending traffic. This is this is all about conversion, right? I'll tell you what you don't see on here. You don't see a catalog. You don't see a shopping cart. You actually don't see any links at all. Nothing is clickable. There's literally nothing that they could do except purchase the product or leave. There's nothing else they could do. That's why we're talking about a high converting environment. I mean, literally, it's all about the idea that the only action that they can make is buying the product or not. Here we're keeping this as simple as possible. Okay, and we're doing it in a very high converting environment. So I'm going to exit this. I'm not going to save anything. But actually, real quick, over here, this is kind of your management bar up here. I showed you over here, this is where you're going to be setting or looking at the preview between mobile and desktop. Definitely important to pay attention to that. Apps is really, this will be a developing thing, but nothing very powerful right now. This right here is going to be something that we pay attention to. Okay, so I'll go through a couple of them at first. Integrations we can leave blank. We're going to come up over here, SEO metadata. This is going to be the title of your page. You see up here it says Justin Siener's Just Take One Funnel. Obviously, you're going to want to change that, right? You put your brand name, your product name, your product description, whatever. Remember, this is going to be what's on the top title bar. Okay. Description, you can pretty much leave this blank, right? No one's going to see this. But this would be basically what shows up on your Google search results. Typically, these pages are not going to get indexed, but you might as well just put in a little brief one-sentence description here about the product as well. Okay. So you definitely want to hit the SEO metadata all the time. Again, that's up here in settings. Now, the main thing is the tracking code. Okay. You're going to have to come over here and implement your Facebook pixel. I'll have a video about the Facebook pixel setup for ClickFunnels. But as you see here, you have to copy and paste. I put notes about what you need to do here. Copy and paste your entire Facebook pixel, right? This is what it looks like. Okay. So it's not as easy as Shopify in terms of just copy and pasting your ID number. You have to copy and paste the entire Facebook pixel. And there are some different things you'll need to do on different pages. I have a whole video on that. Okay. Over here, you could set typography, right? Let's say you wanted to edit the font. Right now, the entire page is using the Lato font. Let's say you wanted to do something like Open Sans, or let me just show you something that's real different, like Lobster, right? If I press Lobster, you literally see all the fonts over here change. Okay, now up here as Lato looks a lot better. Okay, but there are tons of different fonts that you can use here, right? We have literally what, maybe 30, 40 fonts here that you can pick. Obviously, you want something that does not look like that. You want something very readable, very professional. I think Lato is one of the best ones. So that's about it. Up here, general settings, right? These are kind of things you don't really need. Here's actually showing in search engines or not. You can hide it if you want. Show your ClickFunnels affiliate badge if you want. I typically hide that. And you could save the page as a template, but we don't even need that because this is already a big funnel template anyway. So everything else, custom CSS, when you want to do some additional code work if you need to. Typically, you're not going to need to do anything here, but this is kind of just for some more advanced stuff. They give you the ability to touch CSS, showed you typography, and that's really about it in terms of what you'd want to be looking at on a page. Not many settings that you need to control, just the SEO metadata and the tracking code. Again, I'll have a video for that. Otherwise, you're just going to be customizing the layout of this funnel. Okay. So let's go on to the next page, okay? And really, in fact, all the customization, 95% of what you need to do happens on that first page. There's not much you need to do. On this page, there's only a couple things you'll need to do. So we'll go on step 2. Okay, first of all, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, this is a true one-page checkout. Okay, this is literally, here you see, this is the purchase button. Everything else, shipping, billing information, contact information, all on the same page. Okay, all on the same page here. So let's go ahead and edit this, okay? So a couple different things here. Now, you're going to see a custom JavaScript HTML box. I built this in here again. I did things for conversion rate optimization. I'm very confident that this is an incredibly high converting page. First of all, I have great results from it. I'm confident you will as well. You see over here, your order is reserved for, and basically it starts at 10 minutes and starts counting down. Does anything happen at the end of 10 minutes? No. Right? Is anyone going to sit on this page and take them 10 minutes to enter their information? No. So this is, again, just a scarcity way, right? It's a way to increase conversion. We say, hey, your order is reserved, but you only got 10 minutes, hurry up. Right? And you've seen things like this on Shopify or any e-commerce site all day. This is basically just conversion rate optimization. You see just how easy it is to do with ClickFunnels. So you're going to want to make sure you don't touch this. Okay, there's some real code in here that I built for that little countdown timer. Everything else is totally customizable. Okay? Over here you can change this if you want, right? If you're not doing free shipping, obviously you want to take that out. But again, you're not going to be charging shipping. There's no shipping line here anyway, so you might as well be doing shipping. We got a little bit of trust icons here because obviously we're on a checkout page. We have our trust icons directly below the order submit button, but you know, we have this down here as well. This should correspond to obviously what you have on the first step. The footer should correspond as well, right, with your required links. Okay. The only thing that you really want to customize is this section over here. Okay. Now, again, we're talking about limitations of ClickFunnels compared to Shopify. In terms of the built-in functionality that you're getting right out of the box, there's no quantity selector. Okay, there's no quantity selector here. It's pretty, you know, kind of weird, right? Kind of weird. But again, you have to think about what this was originally built for. So we have text over here. First of all, you come over here and go to the settings, and you could of course upload your product image. Okay, so you replace this with the actual image of your product, and that's very unique, right? In Shopify, that definitely doesn't happen in terms of having your checkout page showing the product. Okay, very powerful. You could even give a little call to action here about why they should buy more. Now you see I say maximum of 5 per customer. There's 0 maximums in terms of like the ClickFunnels system. Okay, now and I'll show you exactly what I mean by that in a second. I just want to show you all these sections again. Everything here is editable in terms of, do you want to change the labels, you want to change the size, the color, right? You come over here and, you know, if you for some reason wanted to, you could make it, you know, 56 pixels in size, right? You can do whatever you want in terms of the sizing here. Okay. Edit whatever you see fit, right? Whatever you see fit. You want to test different colors? This is how easy it is to test different colors. You come right over here and literally just change the color. Or maybe you find that blue responds better, or your customers respond better to blue or red or whatever, right? You can do testing here. That's the whole benefit of ClickFunnels. Again, this was built for high conversions, right? Built for high conversions. Okay, so not much you need to customize here. There is one important thing I need to show you though. Okay, where does the actual product sit? Right, because if you come over here and click on this, right, when we clicked over here it says dynamically updated. Okay, what does that mean? That means it's going to pull in a radio button, an option, like a clickable option for them to select for each product that you have added to this funnel. Okay, but we're not talking about products in terms of different products. We're actually talking about variants. Okay, and in the simplest form, we're talking about quantity as the variant. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to set this up. It will make a lot more sense, and you're also going to see the big limitation of print on demand here. Okay, so clicking on products. Add a new product to your funnel step. First of all, we're making sure that we're adding it on the order page, not the opt-in, not the sales page, right? Because in fact, the sales page is just a static page showing information and a button going to the next page. This is where the product will sit. So a little bit counterintuitive, right? Your imagery sits on page 1, but the product, in terms of ClickFunnels eyes, sits on step 2, right in this product section. Okay, so we're going to add our first product. Okay, and this is how you set your products up. So first, you're going to name your product. Okay, name it whatever you want. We'll just do a test. Okay, test product. Now here's the unique part about ClickFunnels. Okay, over here, talking about maximum of 5. We need to put the quantity that they're going to buy. Okay. So we put buy 1. And guess what? For the next one, we're going to put buy 2. And buy 3 and buy 4. Now you want to limit it to, if you want to limit it to 5, you would only do this 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'll just do this real quick. Next, we're going to come over and select our billing integration. We're going to select Stripe, right? It's actually not clickable right now because I haven't added it into the account. I'll make sure I show you how to do that, so we'll come back later on and be able to finish this product. I'll just show you with Infusionsoft. Doesn't matter right now. Set the price, right? The actual price that you're going to charge, okay? And with Stripe, you'll also have to enter in a couple more things. We'll come back to that when we set up payments. Next, fulfillment email. Okay, this is the actual receipt that people receive when they get their order confirmation email. Okay, when they get their order confirmation email sent from ClickFunnels. Okay, so you set your title. You could keep it as default, or you could do something very specific to the product. Okay, now again, this was originally built for opt-ins and membership sites and digital products. This product thank you page, we don't need this. Okay, we could delete this from the template. Okay, and in fact, this is basically the template. I'm just going to copy and paste it of what I've been using here. Okay, so this is a little copy and paste thing that I place in here. It's just a very, very generic order confirmation that's going to be placed inside of the email. Now, you could just copy and paste this every single time, or you can do something very specific about the product and let them know what the product is on here. But this is going to be one that's going to just really work. Also, you're not going to know what they bought inside of the ClickFunnels upsells as well. So this is a nice looking one. It's going to be nice and trustworthy. And if you want to go ahead and copy and paste and use this one, no problem. Now you have over here thank you page or membership access. Okay, likely you're not going to have anything in here because we don't have any basically membership areas. ClickFunnels can be used for digital membership sites. Of course, that's not relevant here. Just make sure that you don't have anything selected in here. Right? Should just say create new thank you page. If there's anything else in here, just make it say this. Okay, this is not going to be shown because we removed this link. Right, this little link would bring them to that thank you page. We don't need this anymore. Okay, so again, this is just going to be default to ClickFunnels, but just make sure it says create new thank you page. You're good. Email integration. Now this would be used. I'll have a video about this later in terms of how to deal with emails or what to do with emails that you get from customers. Of course, you could export that into this, but we'd be able to create an integration into something like MailChimp or maybe even Aweber, depending on what you want to use, and you'd be able to actually automatically submit the emails once they purchase it. So what does that mean? Basically, it's kind of similar to what happens on Shopify when you have the MailChimp app. Whenever anyone purchases this product, they would automatically be added to whatever list we set up here. Okay, and I'll have a video about the email integration later on. Okay, I should have saved that product. So we'll come back here and we'll just recreate it real quick. Okay, I'll leave the email blank, but you saw how to do it earlier. Create product. Okay, that's by one. Right, we got to put over here. Okay. So you see what we're doing here. We're simply creating the different variants based on quantity. And if we're going to limit it to 5, we would only create 5 products. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How do you do the pricing? Well, it's $10. If you're just charging $10 each, it would be 10, 20, 30, 40, etc., etc., etc. You need to put in the number for the quantity. Remember, there is no quantity selector with ClickFunnels. Okay, a little bit weird, but totally going to work. And I'm going to show you how this looks. Now we're going to have 3 options over here. Let me save this. All right, so now we can preview this page once it's saved, and you see you have different selectors in here in terms of what you'd like to purchase. Okay, see our countdown clock going over here. So basically what you're doing is setting your variant selectors here in terms of quantity. 5 is fair. I don't think you need to go more than 5. Okay, so this is how you'd set up your quantity over here, and as you can see, it would become a very significant challenge to sell variants over here. Okay, to sell variants like t-shirts. Okay, very challenging. So that being said, there are some ways to hack on a little bit more functionality, and we'll talk about that in some of the advanced sections. This thing called ClickFunnels Pro Tools, which gives you a little bit of add-on, and this is like basically community driven because of the fact that there are some things that, as you see, ClickFunnels lacks, so there are add-ons to kind of add those in there. Okay, not required, but I'll show you those in some of the advanced videos later on in the course. But we're going to continue on with our little funnel setup here. let's exit back out of this and move on to the upselling. Okay, so we have different upsells here. We'll go to the third step, and we're going to come over and click Edit Page again. And you see here that this is going to present one product to the customer. Now, functionality-wise, very important to understand here. They've already purchased a product, because remember, step 1, product page, step 2, complete checkout. Okay, so if they made it to step 3, which is right now, that means they've already completed their purchase for the first product, but they have not seen the order confirmation page. So the way it works is they see the product, they go to the order page, they fill in all their details, they click yes to submit their order. Then they see this page. Okay, this is a one-click upsell. If you were to click this green button, yes, add one more to the order, their previous order from the page before would be updated, and it would be added to whatever they bought. Let's say they bought one quantity of the main product. Then they press this green button. That same order, and the big thing here is they don't need to re-enter their credit card. That order is edited to also include this. So let's say they spent $10 on step 1. Now if they press this green button, they're adding another $15 charge to their same order. Okay, this is super powerful, guys. This is the one-click upsell, right? This is the way that one-click upsells are supposed to be made, right? You present the offer, you can give a discount if you want. Again, all of this is manual, right? You talk about 25% off discount, pricing, even the text on this button is all manual, right? You have full control over it right over here, right? Let's say it's $1,500, whatever it is, right? You get to set everything that you want manually, okay? If they were to press this button, it would literally go ahead and add to their order, right? Add to their order this product, okay? So on this upsell, what I typically like to do is have them add more to their order, right? They get to buy one more, right? We say buy it for a gift, whatever. Get a 25% off discount if you buy one more, okay? Similar to how we had in step 2, we need to come over here to products and add our upsell product, okay? So similar to what we did in step 2 over here, product, we're gonna add our product here. Okay, come over here, set our price, etc. Now, we have a couple different things that we could do here. On fulfillment email, we could either have a duplicate email be sent, right? Another email basically would be one order confirmation email per product, or what we could do is this. If you remove everything, the subject and the body, right? Keep it literally blank. It has to be nothing inside it, and create this product, no email will get sent out. Okay, I think this is the preferred way to do it. We don't need to be sending them 2 or even 3 emails just because they bought 2 or 3 products, especially given our product fulfillment email is pretty generic. We're going to keep this just like it is, right? We're going to set our price. We just deleted the subject and deleted the description. Okay, so we'll come back over and actually take a look at this live page. Now it's actually not going to look any different because everything is pretty much invisible behind this green button. Okay, so now if they press this green button, right, imagine that they're in the flow, right? Step 1, they find the product. Step 2, they do the one-page checkout. Now they're shown this upsell product. They'll either choose yes to add it to their product, to add it to their order, or no. Okay, yes or no. Okay, and then guess what happens next? Well, they get shown another upsell. Okay, you come over here, you'd add the product just like I showed you. We'll come over and edit this page. This page looks exactly alike, except the difference here is now we're promoting our most popular product. And this, this again, there's just marketing speak here. You can change this to whatever you want. You can say people who bought X typically buy this, or this is perfect for you, or whatever, right? I think saying something like most popular product is very powerful because it kind of gives that social proof idea. And here, just like, again, this is the exact same page, right? We have some testimonial sections here. Again, if you don't want any of these sections, simply just delete them. And we have our upsell product here. So now the funnel looks like this. Product page number 1, one-page checkout number 2, upsell number 1, upsell number 2, right? If they press this green button, it would add to the order. So potentially their initial order, let's say the first product cost $10. They went to step 2, they've added $15. They went to step 3, they added $10. We've now taken a $10 transaction and turned it into a $35 transaction. And that is totally the power of ClickFunnels. That is why we're on here. That's why we're taking advantage of these one-click upsells. Yes or no, in this case, going to bring them to the same spot. It doesn't matter here because we're now at the maximum of our funnel, the 5th page, our order confirmation page. Okay, I'll just show you what it looks like here. You're going to see dynamically updated. This is going to update based on what they bought, right? So this is their actual receipt, right? This is their actual receipt. Feel free to change any of this information. Obviously, update with your own contact information, change this message, change these colors, you can change everything, obviously, right? The only thing that you can't change is this right here. This is going to automatically get updated with whatever they purchase. If they purchased one item, it's going to show one item. If they purchased three, it's going to show all three items. And this is start to finish the funnel, right? This is a super high converting funnel. This is a high average order funnel because we're getting 2 upsells in here with just 1 click. Okay, so the thing here is get to work. Get in here right now. You should be building out multiple funnels and just filling in information. Find good product, right? You can skip ahead to the product research videos if you want, but I think that literally the best thing that you can do is get some funnels set up, right? Obviously, we talk about the different operations and different marketing and how we're going to, of course, set up our fulfillment and all that stuff. But this is the core important thing here. We're using ClickFunnels because we want to test lots of different products, right? And I stepped through this pretty slowly. Once you do this, a couple times, you'll be able to add a complete funnel in 5 minutes, right? Complete product funnel with upsells in 5 minutes. All you need to do is just find good product, save the imagery, copy and paste the information over from AliExpress or print on demand or Etsy or whatever, fill it right into this template, and you're good to go, right? You're good to go in here. So really get to it. I mean, it's too easy not to. If you're sitting on the sidelines thinking I'm going to watch 50 more videos and then make a 100-page business plan, don't do that, right? Go live ASAP. I'm telling you, you're going to hear this over and over in this course. Money loves speed. You want to be moving quickly on here. You want to be testing product. It only takes $25, $5 a day, 5 days to test a product. You saw that this video is only 36 minutes long, and I move pretty slowly. You can move very quickly as you're going from funnel to funnel. And what do you do once you complete one funnel? Come right over here to settings up here on the top, scroll all the way down and click, right over here, clone funnel. We want to just clone the funnel, right? So you have this funnel here, right? You did one product, good. Clone funnel and do 5 more, do 10 more, do 15 more, right? Launch as many products as you can, guys. This is the benefit of ClickFunnels, okay? So set up your first funnel, set up your first couple of funnels, really experiment in here, kind of make sure you clone this out so you have a backup of it. But anytime you want a new funnel, all you need to do is just go to one.justinsenior.com. And again, it's going to immediately bring you into this shared funnel. It's going to process a brand new funnel for you, and you can start from scratch. So there you go, guys. Get to it, and I'll see you in the next video.